Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. On the scene, Chicago. Let's see what Donald Trump told NBC News today. Basically, Trump tells NBC News he's angry and pissed off at Putin. So let's go see this video and see why he's so angry at Putin. What did our best buddy Putin did to the Americans? Trump loves Putin. He thinks Putin is the greatest guy in the world. But we all know Putin, Russia is our enemy. But let's see what's going on here. Let's find out what is going on.
Saturday, the president told me, quote, "I don't fire people because of fake news and because of witch hunts." Mr. Trump said he still has confidence in Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth and National Security Advisor Mike Waltz. Just hours ago, President Trump called me to tell me
with single and the tax and all that, Donald Trump doesn't fire people. If it was anybody else, they all would have been fired. They should never have been on that platform that's not secured by the government. It's an unsecured platform. It's not secured through the government. It's a public app that his people did, and his people all should get thrown in jail. That's my opinion. They should get thrown in jail. They leak information out to the public, and now they're downplaying it. They're really downplaying it, saying this was not top secret stuff that was put out, which it was all top secret. All that should have been nobody's business except what's going on behind the scenes with the president and his cabinet. But they leaked it out to the public, so it's open to the public. So let's see what Donald Trump says about Putin, or why is he angry at Putin for?
He is, quote, pissed off with Russia's President Putin and threatened to impose secondary tariffs on Russia's oil. Quote, "If Russia and I are unable to make a deal on stopping the bloodshed in Ukraine, and if I think it was Russia's fault, which it might not be, but if I..."
Whoa, wait a minute. Russia's fault? We all know the Ukraine war, Russia started. Russia started the Ukraine war. Ukraine never started that war. So Donald Trump is an idiot. He doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. He's a fool. He's an idiot. He's trying to say that Putin never started a war. Russia never started a war. Russia did start a war. I was on live watching the war when it got started. People were videotaping it, and I saw it the first day when the war started. Russia came in. Their people jump out of helicopters or airplanes and parachute, trying to overtake Ukraine. But what happened? Ukraine got strong enough, got enough people to fight Russia back. Russia had probably 20% of the territory occupied in the beginning of the war. But as the war grew on, Ukraine got stronger and stronger. So Trump does not know what the hell is he talking about. Putin started the war. Ukraine did not. We need to support Ukraine, and this dictator Trump needs to go dictate at Russia. He should be a dictator with Putin in Russia. Get out of America. Trump is a traitor. That's all it is. Trump is a traitor. That's my opinion, folks. Let's listen in.
"I think it was Russia's fault. I am going to put secondary tariffs on all oil coming out of Russia." Mr. Trump said 25% tariffs on Russian oil could happen any moment and told me he plans to speak with President Putin this week.
Well, I sure hope so. I hope they should have put sanctions on him 3 years ago. I don't know why the previous president never did, or the previous president never did. They should have put sanctions on Russia, because Russia started this war, and now Trump's all pissed off because Russia is not listening to Trump. And everybody knew that when they had a meeting about the talk, saying, Putin, me and Putin, we go back a long ways. We're best friends. We're buddies. He's going to, hold a ceasefire. He won't violate his own ceasefire. And when Russia says, yeah, we won't hit any of Ukraine's infrastructure, what happened? Not even 24 hours later, Russia started nailing Ukraine's infrastructure. So Trump is an idiot.
The president told me, quote, I was very angry, pissed off when Putin started getting into Zelensky's credibility and started talking about new leadership in Ukraine. On Iran, the president said he's also considering secondary tariffs if Iran doesn't agree to a nuclear deal. Quote,
and on the other hand, with Iran, we need to denuclearize them. So Trump, instead of focusing on Putin and kissing Putin's ass, we need to go to Iran and blow up their country. Because as soon as Iran has those nukes, it's all over with. Iran's going to use their nukes regardless. If they can't reach the United States, they're going to use the nukes on Israel. So we need to bomb their country ASP before those nukes in Iran gets developed. They already they're almost close enough to get the nukes developed. If we don't do something soon, we're in big trouble. So is Israel. We need to attack Iran quickly. So let's see what this idiot has to say.
If they don't make a deal, there will be bombing, and it will be bombing the likes of which they have never seen before. After markets tumbled on Friday and with consumer confidence falling, the president also told.
Yeah, the market is crashing because Trump is crashing the market by putting tariffs on all our neighbors. Trump is causing this crisis right now. Trump is hurting our economy, our interests, everything in America. Trump's hurting American people. And it seems like Trump doesn't give a shit. He don't care about the American people can't afford eggs. He doesn't give a shit American people can't afford toilet paper. He don't give a shit the American can afford put gasoline in their cars. And there's people getting laid off left and right because all these big box stores and software techs are laying off people because of Trump. You know, Trump is causing all this headaches for the American people. And this is the start, folks. This is only the start of it. We're not even halfway in. We're just at the beginning. If you guys are hurting now, just wait 3 months later. All of us is going to be on the streets living in a cardboard box. Let's listen in.
He's not backing down on his tariff plans.
What we're going to be doing is a 25% tariff on all cars that are not made in the United States. If they're made in the United States,
and there you go. 25% tariffs on all cars if the cars are not made in the United States. So all your automobiles, all your new cars and used cars, you could expect those prices the first week in April, all those prices going up 25%. If you're buying a used car, you could expect prices going up 25%. If you guys need parts for your car, for your used car, you could expect those parts going up 25%. Anything with the automobile industries, everything's going 25% up. You need a set of tires. That set of tires used to be $199. You might as well just tack on another 25% on top of that $199 because those prices going up the first week in April. Thanks to this guy here, the orange guy, the fool that doesn't care about the American people.
And the president telling me tariffs are, quote, absolutely permanent. And on fears of foreign automakers raising prices, quote, I couldn't care less if they raise prices because people are going to start buying American.
There you go. He could care less if the automobile raises prices. He don't care about us. He doesn't care about us, middle class, low class people that could barely afford our rent or barely afford our mortgage or barely afford our insurance payments. Because he doesn't care. He just said it. He doesn't care about the American people. So when he says he loves America, he's full of shit. He doesn't love America. He loves himself, and he wants the rich to get richer. So he's doing this all for the rich people. He's doing it for Facebook, Google, Amazon, Twitter, Elon Musk. He doesn't care. Elon Musk is not getting affected because all his Teslas I believe everything from Tesla that he makes is made in America. So Tesla's safe, but he doesn't care about Chevy, Ford, GM, Slanto, anybody. So you could expect the car market to crash because nobody's going to afford cars when they tacked on another 25%.
And on his vow to annex Greenland, the president saying, quote, I never take military force off the table, but I think there's a good possibility that we could do it without military force. The White House is still on defense this weekend after the Atlantic editor-in-chief Jeffrey Goldberg says he was added to that signal conversation by Mr. Trump's national security advisor, Mike Waltz, where details of the plans for an attack on the Houthis in Yemen were shared with him in real time. The chat included the vice president, the defense secretary.
There you go. And everybody's downplaying it. Trump's downplaying it. Trump says, I never knew about it. Everybody, all these people you see right there, they're like, oh, there's no military. Nothing from the military was discussed on that app, which is full of shit. It's all open. All those guys are liars. All those Trump cabinets and Trump himself, they're all liars. They're lying to you. So all you Trump supporters out there, you're being lied to. And he's lying to you, and you're still kissing his ass. I wouldn't kiss his ass anymore. Stop kissing his ring, because the guy is a fool.
The Secretary of State, the CIA director, and the Director of National Intelligence. The explanations for what happened and how serious of a security breach it was have been evolving.
I'm sure everybody out there has had a contact where it was said one person and then a different phone number.
But you've never talked to him before, so how's the number on your phone? I mean, I'm not an expert in any of this, but it's just curious. How's the number on your phone?
Well, if you have somebody else's contact and then then somehow it gets sucked in. It gets sucked in.
Nobody was texting war plans, and that's all I have to say about that.